Hey guys, how you doing today? This is Jim. We're switching it up a little bit today. I'm here with Dominic.
Hi guys.
If you guys watch us regularly, you know that this is kind of backwards. So we wanted to show you something a little bit different today. So we thought we would talk about one of our favorite bands in the world, right?
Well, they're not really our favorite band. Like, they're not really our favorite band of all time, but they're like, I don't really know how to describe them to us. Like, they're not really our favorite, but we like them a lot. But
Stand up and show them the shirt. Because guess what we went to just not too long ago? You see that? The Dead South. That's their newest album right there. Chains and Stakes. Okay, so a little bit of background. So I discovered this band, right about 2018. So right before the pandemic in 2019, Dominic and I went to Cleveland and we did the meet and greet. These are the four guys from the band. This is myself and this is Dominic. I do have a funny looking thing there because we brought gifts for everybody, which you see Danny has in his hand here. So we drove all the way up there in the frigid cold and we spent the night and we went down in the afternoon and we got to meet these guys.
which was the worst night we have ever had, because we had to sleep in a hotel room without a fan. Because that's how we like to sleep with like sound.
Some noise, yeah.
Like we like to sleep with the sound of like a fan running all night.
Okay.
And this hotel room, it was absolutely the worst. Like, it was the worst night ever. They don't,
because it was quiet.
they don't have fans there.
Okay. But anyway, we were there to see the Dead South, which we did in the freezing cold, and we walked a few blocks sort of thing. So here we have Danny, Scotty, Nate, and Colton. Okay? So he plays the cello, he plays the mandolin and guitar, he plays the guitar and mandolin, and does most of the singing, and this guy here plays the banjo. So we had a blast anyway. We went up there and, like I said, we had a blast. Got to meet them. It just so happened a week later, a friend of mine from down in the DC area also had meet and greet tickets. So the very next weekend I went down to DC and we also met them down there. So can I tell the story?
I told half of the story about how I gave Nathan some money.
Yeah, so here's the deal, guys. Dominic and I were very, very excited to meet these guys because they're just so cool and they're so nice. And so right at the end, right before they went up to do their sound check, Dominic ran over to Nate and he said, "Wait a minute." And he ran over and he gave him a couple dollars. And when he came back, I asked him, "Why'd you do that?" He said, "I don't know. I just wanted to give him a couple dollars that I had in my pocket," right?
And I've already said this, but it's just basically because I just had a few dollars in my pocket and I just didn't want them anymore, so I was like, I'll give them to Nathan. So, I just had to run up to him very quickly before they went on stage, and I was just like, wait a minute, take this money, I don't want it anymore.
So I had already told Nate, I said, "Look, I'm going to see you next week," and I told him the story about me getting these tickets from my friend, and I said, "I don't want you to think I'm stalking you, but I'll see you down there next week." So they went ahead and they did their sound check, and we gave them little bags with some goodies in it. My Dominic's mom made them cups with their names on them and stuff, the Dead South logo. It was pretty cool. It was a good experience, right? And I'll tell the rest of the story while I'm showing you the rest of it. These look all the same, don't they? Anyway, so yeah, we got individuals. It was just very cool. They're very good, down-to-earth guys. That's one of my favorite pictures with Dominic. So the next week I get down to Washington, D.C., and there they are, and we're talking to him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I remember you now." I said, "Yeah." He says, "Your grandson gave me a couple dollars." I said, "Yeah, he did, and he just wanted you to have it." He said, "Will you tell him that I really like to play pool?" And he said, after this rehearsal and stuff, he said they went out to eat, and he wanted to play pool. They had a pool table there, but he didn't have any money. And then
he remembered that I gave him some money.
So he got to play pool. That's one of his favorite things.
I guess it's like wherever they play pool, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, probably in a bar. So yeah, this is the House of Blues. That's where we saw them. It was fun. It was cold, right? Okay, so I'm going to close this one out. So that was that. So, but we wanted to show you guys a couple things. So I'm going to show you. This is the song. I'm not going to play the whole song, right? Should we play the whole song?
No, this will be a long video. We have like 3 tabs open.
Right.
And like, yeah, that'll take forever.
So I'll just give you a little taste of it. But this is the song that put them on the map. This is the one that made them go crazy. And I talked to them about this actually, and they said that it was sort of an afterthought to record this song. They had set up and recorded other songs, and they had some time left, so they went ahead and recorded this song. It is called "In Hell I'll Be in Good Company," and it is a cool song. There's the name of it right there. I would encourage you to check them out if you like this stuff. So that's Danny, right?
Yeah.
He plays a cello, as you can see. What's kind of cool is he'll pull it out and he'll pull out his bow and play it like a cello, or he plays it like a bass.
Shed queen bee to squeeze. The stage smells, smells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It didn't hurt, flirt, blood, squirt, stuff, shooting me on a tree. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company.
Alright guys, so that's the Dead South. The rest of the song you see it's got a little bit more, but it's pretty much a repetition of the same thing. Again, this was taken a while ago. These guys are out of Regina, Saskatchewan, which is kind of funny because their name is the Dead South, so you would think they were from the southern United States. They are not, but they are from the southern Canadian, southern Canada. So,
yeah, that is. Now that you mentioned it, it's like they're a country band, which they're not. Which is good, because
Dominic doesn't like country.
no, I do not. But one thing weird about the Dead South is that they're from Canada, and then they sound like they're a country band, even though that they're not. Which is what's the logic behind all that?
They are a bluegrass band. So we're going to listen to some of a couple other songs, but yeah, they just put out a new album, and we just got to go see them on their second night of the new tour right here in Pittsburgh, where we live. And it was fantastic, huh? We rode the rail. We were right there in the front. We waved to them. I know the guys in the opening act, well, just because we met them several times too. They're called the Hoot and Hollers. But these guys always dress this way, and when they do this song, they always do that exactly what they're doing in this, which I think is kind of cool. They have like a shtick.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about one of the opening bands.
Okay.
What was it? The Hoot and Hollers?
Yeah.
Were they the ones that had the big giant saxophone?
Big giant saxophone. Instead of a bass, they have a lady that plays the baritone and the bass saxophone, which are huge.
I've never seen one of those before.
And they're big, but it's really cool. I like their stuff. We've seen them several times, and I can't ever remember the very first opening band, but they were pretty cool too. They did kind of a 50s look kind of a thing. I would say that was bluegrass or country, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't really tell.
But it was a lot of fun.
Like from the way they're singing, I can't really tell if it's supposed to be country or bluegrass.
I think that was my 7th time I saw them. Did that South.
And you got to meet them way before I did, didn't you?
I did. When I first discovered them, a friend of mine and I went down to Nashville to see them because they weren't playing anywhere nearby, so they had this gig in Nashville where they played 6 songs. That's it. So we drove down there, and here right after I made plans to go down there, they put tickets on sale here in Pittsburgh at the Hard Rock, which seats about 250 people. And they actually made mention of that show, but it was packed, but there was only 250 people there. This show we saw the other night had probably about 3,000 or 4,000 people in attendance. They've gone a long way since then, but it was cool. Danny was actually off, and so was Colton, but these 2 guys, Nate and Scotty, were there, and I got to meet them in Nashville, and then the following weekend, same deal, they came up here, and I got to talk to them again up in Pittsburgh. So when we went up there, remember how we went up there and had the meet and greet in Cleveland? I said to Nate, I've met you before. And I said, I made a joke about it, don't you remember me? Because I know he's met millions of people by now, but he laughed and he said, I actually do remember you. He said, I don't remember where I met you, but I do remember you. So that was kind of cool.
So does that normally never happen? Like if you meet a celebrity for the very first time, so it's you get to meet them, you get to talk to them for a little while, and then maybe if it's a few years later or a few months, and then you get to meet them again, it's they don't recognize you, or they might recognize you, or they might not.
Well, they have literally been all around the world. I mean, they played over in Europe.
So you thought they couldn't remember you?
I didn't think he would. Yeah, I really did.
But that was unexpected. Yeah. So they did remember you.
They did. It was pretty cool. I'm a musician. They're musicians, so we talk music stuff. Okay, so we're gonna move on here. This song here, I actually love this song. This is live at Red Rocks. Okay, so I saw them there too. They opened, which was crazy. They were opening band for Bluegrass, Green Sky, or something like that. I don't know.
And they have a drum set thing.
Yeah, they just have one kick drum, which they still have, but see, it's got horns on it. But this was kind of cool. This was badass, actually. This was one of their. They said in an interview that they had always dreamt of going there to see a show, and they were surprised when they got asked to do a show.
And they don't normally have drums in their music.
Right.
I think some of their songs, some of them, I think they do, but we've never seen them actually use drums or anything, so I don't know.
They use it on this song. Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Actually, the band that they opened for was Trampled by Turtles, which is hilarious. How could you get trampled by turtles? They walk
what happened? What?
Anyway, this is live at Red Rocks, which is a very cool venue, and I was there too. Real quick note, Nate broke his hand, so he couldn't play his guitar. So this dude here, he has filled in on when Danny couldn't make it, and he's filled in on guitar for Nate.
What happened to him?
I don't know, he broke his hand somehow. Not this hand, obviously, it's the other one. It's all bandaged up if you can see it. But he's playing that kick drum too. You can tell his voice is a little rough too. They had been touring quite a bit, and he sounds really rough. But my favorite line, here it comes. Ready? another thing I like about them is like Daniel pull out his bow now and start playing some classical sounding music on the cello. I think it's just wonderful.
It's a hot night. Driving down the highway 60 with my baby in the passenger seat. I roll down the window and I lay my head back and I put my foot to the floor. We're going faster, she said. Slow down, 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 and I said, no, 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 she said. Slow down, and I said, no. Mama said she's my brother's daughter, and I don't even care who's my father. I guess she's my cousin, but she needs some sweet loving anyway.
Alright, what do you think of that?
I liked it.
I love that song. That was Banjo Odyssey. Gunslinger's Glory is another one that's one of Dom's favorite, right?
Yeah.
I like, I can't remember the name of it. There's just so many good songs. Nate he's the primary songwriter, and he loves writing about tragedy, so it's pretty cool. This is one of their newest. This is off their album. They just released this here about, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, right? Right before we saw them. So, Stakes and Chains, I think, is the name of this album. And we'll give you a little taste of this one. Why not?
Got a call today to see if I wanna pay. Bring my body home. Things ever did go wrong. One mind to pay to bring my body lay in a place I do call home. In a tiny wooden box, yeah. In a tiny wooden box. Those days thinking everything was so damn good, so why'd it go away? For all the ones who are gone, we've been missing it. These feelings are so damn strong. I was going around those days thinking everything would be okay. All the names I know, all the faces do go wrong. everything. Time heals everything. Time heals everything. Time heals everything. And why do time heals everything. Time heals everything. Time heals everything. And why do still feel this pain? Still feel this pain. I was going around those days thinking everything was so damn good, so why'd it go away? For all the ones who are gone, we've been missing you. These memories are holding on. I was going around those days. I was going around those days. I was going around those days thinking everything. Thinking everything would be okay.
I like it.
I do too. So the tiny wooden box is obviously a little box where you put the ashes of someone who's been cremated. So if someone died, they burnt them up and they put their ashes in the box.
Can we talk about the fact that there was a cat in
Sure.
the video?
I wonder why there was a cat.
I don't know. That's kind of what I was wondering. Like, what does a cat have to do with any of this?
Maybe the cat's gonna eat the dead. I don't know.
You can't really eat ashes, so that wouldn't really help.
Yep, I don't know.
Or that wouldn't really work.
Right. So I would highly suggest, if you guys like this music, I never thought I would like any kind of bluegrass. I just didn't. To me, it all sounded boring. This is a modern bluegrass with a different twist on it. It's interesting to me that Scotty and Colton, you know what they started out as?
What?
Heavy metal music. They were into heavy metal music, like headbang and stuff. Yeah.
Really?
And Danny was into classical music. He has classical training. And Nate, I think, was the originator of the whole bluegrass thing. But Scotty told me, he said, man, I am so glad I got into this kind of music because they've had great success. I mean, they've been all around the world. And there's a lot of cool videos out there. You can check them out where they're, backstage stuff. A lot of good music videos, obviously. There's a really good interview with Nate during COVID where he sat down and just in his regular clothes and whatnot, and they talked about. He talked about a lot of things. There's a song that I heard probably 10 times before I caught this lyric, but it makes me laugh. Okay, so there's a song called "Every Man Needs a Chew," which, oddly enough, he said he wrote for his mom. Because, chew tobacco, I don't know, it makes no sense.
Is it that stuff, that's that stuff that you have?
Yes, I don't chew tobacco, I chew his phony stuff.
But Jim has, what is it? It's like a...
It's an herbal, but it's like skull, but it's not tobacco.
It looks like you're eating dirt.
Okay, but I want to tell him about this line in this song, because I was driving down the road one day and I caught this and I was like, what did he just say? And he says, while I sit here on... while I take this poo. He's talking about sitting on a toilet taking a poo. And it's the song that he said he wrote for his mother. Like, what?
I don't remember hearing that.
You don't?
No.
You want to hear it?
I want to hear it, because I'm kind of...
As I sit here...
I'm kind of curious.
Okay.
Because...
It's called Every Man Needs a Chew. I can bring that up really quick.
I've heard the song probably like a few times before, and I don't ever remember hearing that part of the song.
So I heard it a whole bunch of times, and then I was like, what? Okay, let's go here. As I sit here on the pooper.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
When I sit down on the pooper, thinking
sit here on the pooper, I was like, what? Is that what he just said?
Yeah, but what is a chew? Like, what do they mean by chew? Like, what does that mean?
Chew tobacco, like Skull or Red Man.
And that was for his mom?
I know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense. I don't know. Isn't that a cool logo though? I always thought that was a cool. That was on one of their albums. This is the album cover, Illusion and Doll. They've had about, I don't know, six albums. I don't know. I got at least 4 of them. The first couple were pretty obscure.
Wasn't there another one that South had, but I don't think it was really public. I think it was kind of private, but it was also public at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, they did a tremendous version of You Are My Sunshine. Oh my God. I gotta play a little bit of that one too, because why not? Right? This is the coolest version of this song in the world.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I bowed my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
That's awesome.
You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
You wanna hear the whole song?
I'll always love you and make you happy. If you only said the same. But if you leave me to another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's like an old like happy song, but and you might not understand this, but the original is in a major key, which is sort of happier, and a lot of country music's in a major key. They redid it in this minor key, which makes it sound so sad and pensive, and like I don't know, it's cool. And shameless plug here, I'm going to solo. I'm going to open for Mike Massey here at the Hard Rock in Pittsburgh, coming up in June. And that's one of the songs I'm going to sing. Just because I like it that much. I'll be all by myself. I won't have all that good instrumentation. It's me and my guitar, but it's going to be badass.
So you're going to be the only one that's... You're going to be the opening band, which is by yourself.
Yep. I'm going to do a half an hour at the Hard Rock in Pittsburgh. And Mike Massey, maybe we'll do a video on Mike Massey because he got some pretty cool stuff out there too. Plus, I get to open for him, so that's kind of cool. I got to meet him too because I helped him get a gig here in Pittsburgh. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. I get to play to about 250 people. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
All right, give me some of that. All right, guys. Well, I think that's about it. So look up some Dead South because, man, oh man, you won't regret it. If you don't like In Hell, I'll Be in Good Company, then just put your computer away and go back to scrubbing your dishes in the kitchen because you're not going to like any of it. Me and Don like them.
What did Nathan say? Like, he said something like, whenever we were at the concert in Pittsburgh, like, I think it was, when was that?
Just a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, I think.
He said something like, we're going to play one more song before you guys have to go to bed and something like that. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was something.
Because it was like a Tuesday night, and he said, we're gonna play one more song, and that way all you old people can go home and get to bed. He said, but then if you want to stick around, we'll probably play a couple more.
I probably would not, because we were up until 11 that night.
They were playing till about 11. Yeah. I think.
And I wasn't really tired, like super tired, but I slowly started to get tired.
Yeah, so don't tell anybody at school, but Dominic skipped school the next day. But he did it with our blessing, because you know what? It was a great night, wasn't it?
I also skipped school for a week because
that was different. You were actually very sick.
I was very sick, and I don't really know how that happened. Like, I don't know. I was just very sick. Then I had to stay home for a week.
He had the flu. Yeah, it was bad.
We don't really know what it was.
No, but I'm saying it was the flu. But whatever.
I don't know.
It was that kind of a thing. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a little bit different. And let us know in the comments if you want us to do more of these. And if you notice, we switched seats here because I got to drive today. I got to drive the computer. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you like this and if you want to see more. We could do Mike Massey, we could do Nathaniel Rateliff. There's all kinds of songs, weird bands that people don't know about that I like. So we could do more like this.
Alright, guys.
You guys like it.
So be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and share this video with your friends. And I am going to go find 9 and give him a spanking.
Find who?
I'm going to go find 9 and give him a spanking.
Who the heck is 9?
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.